and welcome. I'm Gavel from the Gavel Club of Royal National School, Kurunegala. On this International Women's Day, it is my pleasure to introduce this iconic character. She's a woman who is an inspiration to many women in Sri Lanka and around the world. A strong personality, a role model, and an entrepreneur. You name it, she is a versatile personality. Welcome, Madam Sandra Wanduragala, to our program. Well, Madam Wanduragala, you are a well-known female entrepreneur in Sri Lanka. What really inspired you to achieve this many amazing things in life?
As a child, I was really motivated and thought that I should do something meaningful for the country and its people. So politics was an option, but I didn't tread that path. The business came my way. So I took this opportunity, and when I was on it, working towards my vision, I understood that this path was the correct path and that I could easily be an inspiration to the younger generation, but I didn't imagine that it will take me to all these heights.
So, Madam, how do you recall Sandra Wanduragala as a young girl, and how was she different from girl child of today?
Even as a young girl, my spirit was the same. Age does not matter. I am still the little girl in my heart, and sometimes like to fool around and be silly and do things, girlish things, but my social status prevents me from that. But anyhow, the young Sandra Wanduragala was very determined, loved challenges, and really bent on doing something different from other girls. But I was very strong and very serious about life. I took life very seriously and my duties towards even my family, because I was the oldest in the family and I had lots of responsibilities towards my younger siblings. So I thought all those experiences have brought me here, but basically I am more matured now, more calmed down, more toned down than my younger age.
How do you feel of being a female entrepreneur in this male-dominated business world?
If someone asks me whether I feel a woman, of course not. I don't feel that I am a woman. But sometimes when there are certain challenges from the society, I tend to understand that it's because I am a woman, right? Women do have a lot of challenges when they are in leadership or when they are trying to do something, but I don't feel the difference.
During this long journey, you might have gone through a lot of challenges for sure. Out of them, what was the most challenging?
The most challenging part of my life, when I have to deal with the bureaucracy in this country. It has been very challenging and still it is challenging, right? People don't encourage you. People will always try to put obstacles in your way, which hampers the progress of any business. So when I talk about challenges, the greatest challenge was to fight and stand against certain elements which were more powerful than me. But so far, I have managed to be victorious, and so far, it has worked for my advantage.
Nowadays, many females complain of having to balance their professional life and work life. What is your opinion regarding this?
Of course, for women, balancing the personal life and the work life is very hard. I have all my sympathies and understanding for women who want to achieve. I also can see my daughter, how she is struggling to balance her work and her personal life. But luckily, we have a certain system in our country where we have lots of family support, provided the family understands that even a woman is entitled, even a woman could aspire to become someone, right? So it's a huge challenge, and I hope the country will understand that the women need more support to be successful.
So recently you've been recognized by the Forbes 50 over 50 Asia 2023 list. What was your reaction when you've been recognized by this prestigious list?
I didn't believe it. I thought it was some kind of joke. But when I came to realize, when people from so many corners of the earth called me and congratulated me, it was a very, very self-relieving, self-realization. How do I say that? It was a very self-revealing moment that I thought, why me? I am not having a multi-million business, and whether I really deserve it, I didn't know how it happened. But I believe it happened because of the social impact that my businesses have. So I think that is the reason why I was nominated. But I am not elated. I have taken it in my stride. But I am happy for the people. At least I am thankful to the people who have committed themselves to get me what I achieved.
What made you consider education sector as important over many other sectors that you could have selected?
Actually, the education sector was not my choice. It came on me. Actually, I didn't think. It's me. I like challenges. And when this came my way, I thought for a moment whether I should take this as a challenge and whether I should really get into it, because it's going to be a huge burden on me personally. But I didn't hesitate for a moment. I took it because the primary reason is that it can create a further impact, because children not having access to the English education is a huge social problem, right? So we look at social problems and then we can't be without doing anything about it, right? So I thought that I am really going to do something good. Of course, my husband, Dr. Newton Pires, he and I, we started the school. And finally, then I got to run the Kurunegala school. But why I thought? Because education is everything. Education can really change the way we think, who we are, and what course of action we could take in our lives. It gives so much exposure, right? That's why I have this ambition of making this a very different school where the children will enjoy learning, where they will go out as great people, that they can take on more responsibility in changing this country. That is why I thought this is a good means of access to the society.
Ma'am, according to you, is the present society more challenging to females or to males?
Of course, it's very challenging because all the social forces are working against us. Be a man or a woman, right? Things are getting extremely difficult. But for a woman, I wonder whether we are really safe in this country. Because where protection is concerned, where abuse is concerned, where domestic abuse is concerned, maybe I heard someone saying that there might not be a woman who has not been abused mentally or physically even once in her life, right? So these kind of challenges will really make it difficult for a woman to strive in this country. But maybe I am an exception, and I will always encourage women to take the challenge, because you have to put yourself behind, right? When you are doing something, it's nothing about you and yourself. It's always you will take behind the cue, and yourself is not important. It's what you do is important, right? So it takes a great amount of courage and a great amount of determination to not to think of yourself but put other people in front of you. So I have no idea how much sacrifice a person will take, because I have sacrificed a hell of a lot, And at this age, when I turn back and I think, Sandra, did you really live? I have no answer, because I can't remember whether the person and the woman or the girl in me has lived. So it's challenging for a woman. It's a huge sacrifice and a challenge.
Madam Wanduragala, what is your perception about total personality of a female?
A woman needs to protect her self-respect, needs to be strong, and needs to know what she needs in life, and needs to be independent, and of course economically empowered. That's how I want to see women.
I do have one last question for you, madam. You are an inspiring personality. What is your message to aspiring females out there?
You need to have a vision in life. For that vision to materialize, you need to have a mission. You need to be strong. You need to be determined to make that mission a reality. Even if you are appreciated or not, someone somewhere is watching you, and the recognition or the appreciation will automatically come. It's not for self-benefit. You have to leave yourself out of the whole scenario, right? It will come, but you have to identify your objectives and go towards it. And most people know that I am a go-getter, right? So you have to fight for it. So my advice to most of the women in this country, we have a huge responsibility towards our younger generation, to mold them, be an example to them, and inspire them to take the correct path, not just to take wings and fly off this country, because the country needs us. And we have a huge responsibility as mothers, as sisters, as leaders in the society to mold our younger generation. So that is my advice to all the women in this country. And we are 52%. We have to be united, and we have to understand what really our country needs and work accordingly. So I take this opportunity to wish all the women in this country and worldwide Happy Women's Day. Let us be happy, and let us be thankful that we are women and that we mean a lot to this world and to this country.
Thank you, madam, for your inspiring words. It was indeed an honor to have you with us today. Thank you.